A senatorial shift. Bernie Sanders acknowledges Trump's successes on border security and fentanyl asterisk. In a surprising turn of events, Senator Bernie Sanders, the Vermont independent who caucuses with the Democrats, has offered a rare nod of approval to Donald Trump's approach to border security and the fentanyl crisis. During a tense interview with ABC's Jonathan Karl, Sanders conceded that the Trump administration's efforts to strengthen border controls and crack down on the flow of fentanyl into the United States yielded positive results. This acknowledgement stands in stark contrast to the senator's previous rhetoric and policy proposals, marking a significant shift in his stance on these critical issues. The interview, which itself became a point of contention when Sanders threatened to abruptly end it following questions about the political trajectory of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, revealed a more nuanced perspective on the complexities of immigration and drug enforcement. While the exchange with Karl was punctuated by this disagreement, the senator's unexpected praise for Trump's policies on border security and the opioid crisis dominated the conversation, prompting widespread analysis and commentary. Sanders's comments specifically focused on Trump's efforts to bolster border security and combat the influx of fentanyl, a synthetic opioid responsible for a devastating surge in overdose deaths across the United States. The senator acknowledged the effectiveness of Trump's crackdown on fentanyl, making sure our borders are stronger, a statement that resonates with the growing bipartisan concern over the opioid crisis and the critical role of border security in mitigating it. This recognition represents a significant departure from Sanders' past criticisms of Trump's immigration policies, suggesting a reevaluation of the effectiveness of certain strategies employed during the previous administration. However, this tacit endorsement of Trump's policies wasn't unqualified. Sanders subtly criticized the former president's aggressive mass deportation initiatives, currently underway with flights to countries like Panama, El Salvador, and Colombia. He expressed concerns about the potential economic repercussions of such a large-scale removal of undocumented workers, warning that a mass exodus could severely destabilize various sectors of the U.S. economy. This nuanced position highlights the senator's ongoing commitment to protecting the rights and well-being of vulnerable populations, even as he acknowledges the successes of some of Trump's more controversial policies. This acknowledgement of Trump's accomplishments in these areas represents a dramatic departure from Sanders' previously held positions. His 2020 presidential campaign platform advocated for the dismantling of Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) and U.S. Customs and Border Protection (CBP), along with a moratorium on deportations pending a comprehensive audit of the immigration system. This stark contrast between his past proposals and his current assessment highlights the evolving nature of the political landscape and the complexity of finding effective solutions to the intertwined challenges of immigration and drug enforcement. The timing of Sanders' remarks is also noteworthy. It follows recent joint appearances with Ocasio-Cortez, where both addressed large audiences, attempting to mobilize opposition to Trump's policies. The apparent contradiction between these events and Sanders' current admission raises questions about the strategic considerations influencing his evolving political narrative. Is this a calculated move to appeal to a broader electorate, a genuine reassessment of past positions in light of new evidence, or a reflection of a shifting political climate where even long-held ideological positions are subject to reassessment? The interview raises critical questions about the effectiveness of different approaches to border security and drug control. While Sanders acknowledges the success of Trump's initiatives in specific areas, he simultaneously expresses apprehension about other aspects of the same policy. This nuanced approach underscores the complexities of these deeply intertwined issues and suggests that a more comprehensive, multifaceted approach may be necessary to effectively address the challenges posed by illegal immigration and the opioid crisis. The implications of Sanders' statements are far-reaching, potentially shifting the debate on immigration and drug enforcement and influencing the future direction of policy discussions within the Democratic Party and beyond. This unexpected acknowledgement from a prominent progressive figure will undoubtedly fuel ongoing conversations about the most effective strategies for tackling these pressing national issues. The senator's carefully worded statements demonstrate a willingness to engage in a more pragmatic and nuanced discussion on immigration and border security, a development that will undoubtedly shape the political discourse surrounding these complex and highly sensitive issues for months to come. His willingness to acknowledge the successes of a political opponent while simultaneously voicing concerns suggests a potential avenue for bipartisan collaboration and finding common ground on critical national security and public health concerns.